Okay, of the best laid plans never come to falter, or something like that. I was trying to think of that neat little saying about how mice and men plan their stuff and things never happen good. Well, what this video is about is that I'm ripping the whole stinking wiring harness back out and starting all over again. Apparently that wiring harness I got from China had breaks in the wire and had a plug. I discovered the plug right here. This far side over here that goes to the white wire is the ground. Between the ground and this first plug, internally inside here, it was touching. And I could not, that baffled me because I always thought, you always think it's in the wiring. You never think it's in the plug. And I worked, and if y'all remember, this video that I did on the wiring was done up back in late winter when it was cool. Now it's and I've been working on it since then, and now it's June, and I still ain't got stupid ass wiring done. And a lot of that is just coming out here and spending time on trying to figure out what is wrong. And I got to a point that I just I'm wasted so much time. Rip it out and start over. The Harbor Freight wiring, that's not the original one. This is the one that's in there now, is the Harbor Freight one. Look how thick these wires are. I've had good luck with the Harbor Freight one. A couple things I'm doing different is I kept the original ground wire that runs through the frame. It connects in right here. There's a screw right there that's grounded, and I have this white wire going to, you'll see two plugs right there, going to that ground. And then the original ground shoots down the middle. It comes to right here, comes off each side. And if you look right here in this brace, I have both grounds come up and tie into the frame right here, and then this one ground goes down this tube to the back wire, to the back lights. Now, to show you where I'm at, I pulled the wiring out, and this is the new wiring that's coming in. Now you can see the new wiring is red and yellow, whereas the old one, orange or yellow and brown. And I did the same over there. I ran out of time. It's hot out. I don't try to stay in the heat too much too. The side lights I never could get to work. The first thing that I found out is that they switched. Now these are China made. Normally black is always ground. Not on these. They switched this crap around. The white, which I have going to that screw right there, is ground. So I went ahead and grounded it to the frame. You can see it there. That way I'm going to not get confused anymore. And that leftover wiring down there, I'm going to peel the brown wire off, or a red one if I could find it. Run a red from this all the way down. I drilled a hole right here to pass through, but I'll use RTV sealant to kind of seal it up in there so it won't bounce around. Connect this wire, go down through this tube and connect it underneath this brace right here. I'm all the time trying to find ways to keep wiring up and to where it won't get caught when you're going through a field or something like that. And you can see it's on the same other side too. The light right up there, I had it grounded in with that other system. I took it and I grounded it to that screw there. I did the same here. You can see that one goes to this light, this one goes to here. I scraped all the paint off and I put a ox guard, which is this. It's a type of grease. It's antioxidant, which means it stops rusting, but it has graphite in it, and graphite conducts electricity. And so, you know, everybody says, oh, use dielectric grease. Well, dielectric grease doesn't conduct electricity. This does. You can get this at Home Depot, and it's pretty cheap. So keep that in mind when you're putting components together. This is a small little lithium battery. I think it's lithium, not sure. Could be NiCad. Anyhow, they use them in electric fences. I use that with a short leads on it to come over here and test. I use that to test components now. Now I know this looks like a mess, but that's how I'm trying to get everything together. Yeah, and you can see all my parts. I jacked this up to be able to get underneath it easier. The lights are behind the guards, and that protects them pretty good. Because I'm getting tired of replacing, like on that one, I put them pieces of metal over it to keep from getting them lights bashed out all the time, because that's what I got tired of, was replacing these stinking lights all the time. Anyhow, that is to show you the new updates on this. And this put this back. I wanted to get this on the road, but this put it back further because of that stuff, because I had no lights. But I'm running 2 ground wires down. One ground wire, they all connect into the main one, but one ground wire comes down, splits, and goes back to the back lights. And the other one comes down and splits and bolts in there and there. And so it bolts in there and there and up there. So I'm trying to ground everything out as much as possible. Anyhow, good video, good information. We'll see you guys on the next video.